So, Jason, in the meantime, can you tell us a little bit more about your team? I know you spoke to it briefly at the beginning, but exactly who's responsible for what? I mean, how does this go from the proposal stage to the implementation phase?
It's 100% working with this communication service provider, right? And like I said, these guys have a production network throughout Japan, from Aomori to Okinawa, Japan, Osaka and Tokyo, and various other places. So the fact that we have this production network for them to be rolling RINA out is is something that no other test case has been able to use. Right? It's just been academia and people doing these things on a lab type scales. So just lucky to be able to have these guys that are rolling that have this infrastructure and this team, this academic team. They have Linux programmers. They have we said we have a senior CTO who has 30 plus years in networking in Asia. So these guys are a highly qualified team, and like I said, it would be a an add-on to see if actually any blockchain would be jumping over their network, right? And that's when I was trying to take this opportunity to say, hey, let's get this funding to try to get a stake pool created and 2 relay nodes, and then show proof of concept of Cardano running over RINA.
Okay. Okay.
Excellent. And I don't see any questions. I'm still scanning for questions. Thank you, Jason. I think we're about to wrap this up. We're approaching the 20-minute mark, and that was a very great explanation. I think the most common feedback in the chat is people don't understand RINA, and I totally agree. I read about RINA first about 2 years ago in IOHK papers, IOG papers, 2.5, almost 3 years ago. I looked up stuff on RINA. It was hard to understand. So I think the best thing to do moving forward with RINA is a really good description at the average human level of what RINA is, because some people say it's technically too complex, although people like Mark, Jason, myself, and anyone who knows how TCP/IP works, you also have pretty good about what RINA does. And some questions were, will RINA make for a stake pool get a higher ROI? No, it will not. So let me see if there's any questions. So from Planet Stake, Jason, Planet Stake asks, how does RINA latency compare to 5G? So let's kind of do that on a scale. How does RINA latency compare to TCP/IP, and how does it compare to 5G?
Yeah, it's far greater performance than TCP/IP. And I
You
do not
mentioned,
know.
okay,
Go ahead, Mark.
if you could mention the number, because I don't think it's that significant. I think the
Well,
improvement is less than 10% for latency. It enables greater decentralization, but the actual performance numbers are not that better.
So what's the main benefit to using RINA? Let's
For
go to that.
further decentralization, it would enable people to, instead of buying internet from Verizon, it would enable people buying internet from their neighbors. It's because if you know how BGP and autonomous system works, and the paperwork and the red tape associated with starting an ISP,
Yeah.
RINA eliminates that, because you can build a permissionless RINA with dynamic allocation of system identification resources.
As a matter of fact, Mark, you brought up a great point. It's a great example. It's a good thing to add to the proposal. Do you remember, like a month ago, when there's a massive internet outage in the United States? There's huge internet, North America. And I think a lot of it was Border Gateway Protocol, BGP, between the ISP. And that was what caused the massive internet problems.
Well,
would RINA solve that?
Yes, but we can also solve it without RINA.
Okay.
There is like a cryptographic protocol for signing BGP routes with the cryptographic keys. For like 6 years, only like 20% of the internet uses it. That's the same problem with the RINA that I see. Okay, you invent this standard that is, it's 100% backwards compatible. You don't even need to replace any devices. You just need to change your scripts and train your network operators. And still, the penetration of this new technology that would eliminate these huge problems is near zero. at 20% or IPv6 at 40. You know,
Okay.
that's the problem with RINA that I see. If we
Okay.
expect the telcos to build it, they won't because they lack the motivation or they do it in 100 years.
Okay. All right. So follow up question from Planet Steak because we've got to make sure we take care. We got to take care of the viewers. We got to take care of the audience. Okay. Because that's where it counts. These are the people that are going to be voting. I dropped your links. They're going to be giving you claps or not claps. And so to follow up with Planet Steak, their last question here is, okay, so RINA is, and this is for Jason, not Mark. So RINA is decentralized internet data flow, which can gain the benefits from TCP/IP or 5G, or it has not, and it has nothing to do with speed.
It does have something to do with speed. It is it has far greater performance by design, right? I mean, when we take like an Ethernet frame, right? We have a 20 to 30% overhead, right? That we cannot pass data through, but via the design of RINA itself, it's going to be inherently faster by the way it's just designed.
Okay. Thank you for that, Jason. That is a good note to end it on. It's inherently faster by the basis of the design, and in summary, your proposal is to do a proof of concept and actually run Ouroboros over RINA by June 2021, or what was the date?
By March.
March
of
2021. All right, excellent.
Thank
Well, thank you, Jason.
Thank
I
you, Jason.
appreciate it.
you.